the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
We play to win. Let's go! Yeah! 55. What we got?
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And this is Cook with a grab. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On 1st down, here's Breida. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
And Winston lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Ready. Blue 80. 47. Check, 47.
Hey, let's get that home.
On second down, a run with Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready. 125. 47. Wildville.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I'm coming after you.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rashad Perriman there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now this throw caught left side. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. From the red zone now, Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Right there, look, 55.
To throw is Brissett. It's caught. Smith. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a gain of 13.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 2 catches now in this division. Divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And the Buccaneers, first down.
Ready, flag, 22.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
That's another Buccaneers, first down.
On first and 10, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard
Ready,
line.
blue way, Mike 47. It's been a long day for you.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal.
Ready, blue way. Here we go, here we go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This fielded at the 2.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down, Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready? Blue way. 40 seconds to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
This is Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 2, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Yeah, baby.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Looking for Perriman, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
You can't block me.
A first down throw for Brissett. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Brissett now. Caught here by Conley. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And that's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Ready? Move ready. You better be afraid of me. You better. Let's go.
Here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm trying to collect.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. That'll be complete to Breida.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wait. 47. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Working out of the gun. Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs. They run it with Breida. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, McKinnon again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now McKinnon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. He just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brissett on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They run it with McCammon. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He is going to find Hill here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got the hook up with Conley. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
In your face.
Winston. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Winston to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They were trying to set up that screen, try to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number 1, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Taking off for my people in my health.